Oh my god! The silence is broken! This is not a drill, this is not rumor or speculation. This is actually 100% real! Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another Sims 4 info/thoughts video. So finally, after way too long a wait, we know what Expansion Pack 3 is for sure. It's called City Living. So it turns out that the Simnonymous leaks were mostly accurate after all. And as you can see here, this was just a little teaser. There's a full trailer coming tomorrow. Even with the leaks, I did not expect an announcement to happen this soon. Whether it happened because of the legal drama, we'll probably never know. But it's still great that we didn't have to wait all the way until October. But as for the teaser itself, I'm definitely impressed by this. Just from this one shot alone, I can tell they're definitely setting this apart from Bridgeport or any other cities in previous Sims games. It's really cool how high this walkway is up above the rest of the city. You have the train tracks below the walkway, and then below that you have the road. So you have this really layered look, plus the feeling of just sheer altitude, just being so high above everything else, and that is definitely really interesting to me because we haven't seen anything quite like that in The Sims 4 yet. I'll just say this right now, I'm not convinced that we're getting cars in this expansion pack. Like, the ones that we see here are definitely just decorative, and with the trains, well, that I guess is still up in the air. It'd be nice if we did get to actually go to a train station and see the train pull in and see your Sims at least like go inside it and then they're off, but I don't think that's gonna happen, to be honest. One detail I really like is the big map display. They had one of those for Windenburg in Get Together, and now there's one for whatever this city is called. And with those colored circles, maybe those indicate destination points. So maybe then we have exactly 5 districts, although hopefully each one is pretty large because, yeah, it is supposed to be a city, so hopefully at least will compare to Windenburg's biggest neighborhoods. I like the new Create a Sim items that can be seen here too. I would like to point out the bearded Sim sitting on the bench here. It looks like he's wearing some sort of cultural hairstyle. It's really hard to make it out since he's not as close to the camera, but it might be some sort of turban with a braid underneath. I'm not really sure. Hopefully we'll find out tomorrow what it is. And that's all I really have to say about the teaser itself. I'll talk more about this, I guess, when I do my reaction video for the full trailer. And in case you're wondering, I did ask SimGuruRachel if this qualifies as our quarterly teaser, and she said no, it's not. There is still a quarterly teaser for the next quarter to look forward to. There is one last thing I'd like to discuss before ending this video that's not related to City Living. So the general manager of Maxis, Rachel Franklin, who you may know on Twitter as SimGuruRachel, has left the company. I think history may be repeating itself here. You may remember in the earlier days of The Sims 3, there was someone named Rod Humble. You may remember there was a sim of him in The Sims 2 who gave your Sims a free computer when they moved in. But he was in charge of The Sims 3 until around the time of Late Night's release, and that's when he left the company. And then, a bit after that, The Sims 3 started shifting from a more RPG-like direction to more of the sandbox style that we came to know and love from The Sims 1 and The Sims 2. I don't think it's a coincidence that The Sims 3 started changing its direction after Rod Humble left. You may remember that interview Rachel did a while back for that website metro.co.uk, where she said that leaving toddlers out of the launch of The Sims 4 was the best decision for the game to date. I'm not trying to say that Rachel leaving means that we're gonna get toddlers for sure, but I do think it is going to be like The Sims 3, where now that the person in charge of The Sims 4 has left and there'll be someone different replacing her, the direction of the game could change again. There could be a lot less partying and more focus on family play if the person they hire decides that the game should really go in that direction. So that could potentially be an interesting sign of things to come in the next year or two, because they've probably planned out the content for the next year or so, but after that, that's where I think the changes will definitely kick in. All in all, while I do strongly disagree with some of the decisions that Rachel has made about The Sims 4, I still wish her well, and hopefully she'll find some more success in future endeavors. And that wraps up another Sims 4 info/thoughts video. So like I mentioned earlier, I will be doing a reaction video for the trailer for City Living. I'm really looking forward to that because it's definitely not every day I get to do a reaction for a full-on expansion pack. But let me know in the comment section below what you think of what we've seen so far officially for City Living, and what you think could happen with the future of The Sims 4 now that SimGuruRachel has left EA. Alright, I will talk to you guys later, and have a great day! Thanks for watching!